Hello everybody, this is for our English lesson on Thursday the 18th of June. Okay, so we are at our final plot point, okay? Here our main character has realised the consequence of her actions in making that wish, okay? And she realises that actually she wants to be able to use the final wish on her lottery ticket in order for things to go back to normal. As we can see, we're left on a bit of a cliffhanger, aren't we? Because it doesn't look like, from what we can tell, that our main character is going to have that happy ending. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly read through it. Sarah leaned against the bin for support, her head spinning, her thoughts in turmoil. Then she gathered herself together. There was still one final wish left. Could she use it to try and bring Jack and Hope? Oh, I'm ever so sorry. Jack and Hope back. She needed a coin, quick. Just then, without warning, the squally wind howled and snatched the ticket from her hand. It spiralled higher and higher, like autumn leaves in a storm, and then, like the mysterious woman herself, it was gone. Sarah cried out of helpless pain. Inside, the shabby curtains were drawn and a humble fire crackled. So we can see that we've got panic with our first character. The lottery ticket has gone. And also we've got some repetition of vocabulary and ideas that link back to the start of plot point 1. So what are those repeated vocabulary and ideas? Well, if we quickly skim forward, you can see here, the squally wind howled. That was definitely in plot point 1, okay? And then here, inside the shabby curtains were drawn and a humble fire crackled. Remember, that was a power of 3 sentence. I think it finished with, and a couple sat in silence. Well, that's not going to be mentioned now because the couple is no more, as far as we're aware at the moment anyway. So the fact that there is repetition here, it kind of gives it a nice sort of cohesive join to how the story started. And this is what I would like you to do. You are independent now. I'm not going to be dissecting the plot point anymore, and I'm not going to show you any modelling for this part, okay? You need to draw your story to an end how you want to do it. But what I would like you to do is I would like you, please, to try to incorporate some repetition of either vocabulary or ideas that you mentioned back in plot point 1. Okay, so there's 2 occasions where that's happened here. The squally wind howled and then inside the shabby curtains, blah, blah, blah. Okay, if you do it once, you do it once. If you do it twice, you do it twice. And if there's 3 things you mention, then that's fine. Okay, but just try to make sure that you do that at least once. Okay. Of course, if you've not talked about, so for example, when I did my one, I talked about the rain, didn't I? And about the fact that there was plump raindrops tumbling and then it was a ferocious sheep pelting against the windows. So I would, if I was doing this, I would take one of those aspects, not necessarily the whole lot to repeat again, because that's not necessary, but I would take one of those aspects. And then I think I described about the TV blaring, coffee cup on the settee. So I would probably, and also clothes strewn over the chairs, wasn't it? That's what I mentioned. I would mention 1 or 2 of those ideas as well, just to sort of give it that cohesive join with the start. Okay, so to clarify, your job today is to simply write 1 short paragraph that puts an end to your story. Okay? Hope you understand that. Good luck with that, and then that is your English finished with for the week. Okay. Have a good weekend and see you next week. Bye.